Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to the return of the top 5 series. Now, today, this is going to be my top 5 favourite Call of Duties of all time. And I think this is going to bring some great controversy. So, if you haven't noticed, coming in at number 5, we have Black Ops 2. Now, the only reason this is on my top 5 list is because of the Zombies game mode. If the Zombies game mode wasn't on here, then this would be nowhere near my top 5 list. As you can see by the footage you are seeing, I'm not very good at this COD either. But yeah, no. So if it wasn't for Zombies, I wouldn't really have put this on there. The campaign on here is okay, as far as campaigns go. But it's really the Zombies that really drew me in. I never really had that, like addiction to playing the multiplayer. I never really felt it was worth playing. There's just something about it that I just didn't enjoy it. So that is why it's at number 5, and I just feel like the other 4 Call of Duties that are ahead of this are just miles better. But I do feel like because this one has Zombies and the A94 online is a beast, that is the only reason why I put this at number 5. But like I said, the other CODs ahead of this are much better. That brings us on to our number 4 spot, which is Modern Warfare 3. Now, I'm sorry that I'm playing the Modern Warfare 2 map, but this is the only map that I've seen to come up. I actually tried to get on a different map 3 different times, and this is the map that came up every time. So I figured that maybe it's destiny that we just play this map. So yeah, coming out number 4, we have Modern Warfare 3. Now, I think Modern Warfare 3 was an absolute brilliant follow-on from Modern Warfare 2. I really think this game is quite underrated. A lot of people didn't play it, but it didn't have a survival mode, if it even is survival or special ops. It was absolutely shit. You can see how shit it is because I don't actually even know the name of it. That's how bad it was. The campaign was good, but I think usually overall most COD campaigns are good, but it's not a campaign I wanted to play twice. So obviously there is that, but I just thought the online was really good. I think it was as good as the Modern Warfare 2, or nearly as good as Modern Warfare 2 gameplay, and I really did enjoy Modern Warfare 2. And I just think the Infected game mode was really good. There was a lot of guns to choose from, which also really helped. Like usually, like on Advanced Warfare, there's like 2 guns that I think, yeah, they're okay. Every other gun is just so bad. Like on most games, you only have like 1 or 2 guns that you like. On here, there are so many good guns that it's really sometimes quite hard to choose from. They brought back the UMP, yeah, and the ACR, which I think was a great idea because I think they are 2 absolutely brilliant guns. I'm going to try and quickly see if I can squeeze in some ACR gameplay, because I personally think the ACR on here is absolutely incredible. Well, I'm going to use it once I die, and then I'm going to go on an absolute rampage of it. But no, I just feel that Modern Warfare 3 was a very underrated game. It feels like it deserved a lot more view, sort of like, game time. It's actually the only COD I ever got 10th prestige legit on as well, so that shows how much I actually did play the game. And I think Infected, they brought in at the right time because it kept the game fresh. I thought it just added a new kind of aspect to the game, and it made it really fun because you could play with your friends. And I think that's what kept the game fresh, really, is most CODs, they haven't brought in any other game mode that I thought was really any good. And I don't think that's personal opinion, I think that is actually a fact. Most CODs, they always bring in something like a new game mode or a new gun, and it doesn't, wow, really, it doesn't ever live up to expectation. But I think Infected really brought a new kind of aspect of Call of Duty, and that is why Modern Warfare 3 is number 4. But it was quite hard to decide because it is only number 4 because of the multiplayer, but I thought the multiplayer was so good it deserves a spot as my number 4. So coming in at number 3, we have Black Ops 1. Now, the reason I'm showing Kino der Toten the first room gameplay, because I think it's very nostalgic for many people being in this room, because this is where Zombies came back, and I always remember being in this room wondering what to expect through them doors and what the fuck all this shit meant. But yeah, no, so I put Black Ops 1, as number 3, and it's not just because of Zombies. Although Zombies, don't get me wrong, as we all know, I absolutely love. It's my favourite game mode of all time. But I just thought that Black Ops 1, it wasn't just the Zombies which made this game good. Although I hated the online. The online was dreadful, in all honesty. I didn't like it at all, and I don't think many people did, because it was such a letdown. Because the previous 2 CODs, I think the online was perfect, 5 and 6. So I think this one was a bit of a letdown for that reason, but I thought the campaign was absolutely amazing. The whole numbers idea, something creative, really cool, and they had a lot of like twisters in there that, you know, when you find out, it's really quite interesting. It's only one that kind of made me, I think it's the only campaign I genuinely actually enjoyed playing and wanted to find out what happened at the end. But the main reason why it's at number 3 is obviously because of the zombies game mode. Now, we all know how much I love zombies and how much I love some of the maps on here. I think every map on here is absolutely brilliant. There isn't a map I particularly don't like. I think this zombies is a lot better than the Black Ops 2 version. I just feel that this one, it has just more nostalgic. There isn't really any map on the Black Ops 2 version, which makes me think, wow, I'm gonna, you know, in 10 years time I'm gonna think back to, wow, that was a really good time playing. You know, they're all quite dull maps, but on here I think they've really done well with the zombies. I do feel if zombies wasn't on this game would have been a complete flop. If they didn't stick with zombies. So luckily they did, and that is the reason why Black Ops 1 is at number 3. That brings us on to our number 2, which is indeed Modern Warfare 2. Now, I personally absolutely love Modern Warfare 2. It is, okay, that game really quick. It is by far the most played COD I will probably ever play. I always remember, you know, this came out I think when I was in year 8, and I always remember like everyone running home from school to get on it to play. You know, it was a game where literally everyone wanted to play. Like there was so many people who wanted to play this game at once, and this is the only COD where it was so easy to have 6 friends to want to play it. As the CODs have gone on, people have just had less interest in Call of Duty. It seems this COD really, I think just completely changed the sort of way people think, because like I said, I spent so many hours on this game. It doesn't feel like I've only played it for 17 days. It feels like I played it for a lifetime, genuinely. Sorry, I'm not dying now. I had a drink of Coke. Fuck me, I think I'm dying. Like, you know, like when it gets really gassy. I've got that now. Really weird. Yeah, no, but what was I gonna say? The campaign. I think the campaign is really good. It's not quite as good as the Black Ops 1 campaign, but I did really enjoy it nonetheless, and I did actually like the special ops on here. Now, I hated it on Modern Warfare 3. I haven't even played the Advanced Warfare style because it's just shit. You know, but I really did kind of like the special ops here, although it wasn't zombies, which is the downfall. But I do think that special ops kind of, you know, it did make it okay. You know, obviously, you know, if we quickly have a look at it now, I think there is actually 69 stars to get, which is sick. You know, I reckon they planned that out. So the campaign I thought was really good. I think this is the only campaign, hey, hold up. I think this was the only campaign I've ever completed on veteran. Yeah, there is 69 stars. I only actually needed to get 4 more, which shows how much I did actually play this game. And like I said, I just really thought Modern Warfare 2 was a great game. It's by far the best game I've ever played online, like with my friends. It was so enjoyable. There was so many arguments as well, which made it so much better and so much fun for a 13-year-old boy. You know, I love playing Modern Warfare 2. It's by far the game I've had the most memories with, alongside number 1. And it's a game I'll never forget, and I really wish that the next COD would be as addictive as this one. But even Modern Warfare 2 doesn't compare to my number 1 spot. My number 1 spot is by a mile my favourite game of all time. Not just my favourite Call of Duty, it's my favourite game of all time. If you know me well, you'll know my number 1. I absolutely love this game. I've not got a bad thing to say about it. So coming in at number 1, we have... Let me know in the comments if you guessed it right. It is Call of Duty World at War. I absolutely cannot stress enough how much I love this game. The reason I'm talking about this while the game is loading up is because whenever I see the loading up screen, it just reminds me of how much I absolutely loved this game. Just this whole build up to the main menu, I think is just perfect. Now, I know no one will understand what I mean, but the music right now, the music on the main menu, it just makes the game, you know. And obviously it was the first COD that had zombies on it. Now, zombies were so scary to me at the time. When you saw that first clip on Natural Intolerant, I remember being genuinely quite scared, and that is something I've never had on any other game. This was actually the very first game I ever played on Xbox as well, and I think that's another reason why I just love this game. I really want them to re-release this on the Xbox One, because I just don't want this game to die. I hate the fact it's been hacked, but I just absolutely I can't stress enough how much I actually love. Never as well as just that one game. Just that one game that you played for hours on end. This is this game. I absolutely love this game. Obviously the campaign was okay, but at the time I loved it because it was the first campaign I ever played. Nazi Zombies, I mean, what is there to say about Nazi Zombies? It's obviously by far the best zombies ever, and I don't think, well no, sorry, nothing will ever top when you was playing The Rise. Like playing The Rise with three of your friends was just the best thing ever, like genuinely, because it was just, you know, it meant like now, like getting to round 30 and that, it just seems so pointless. But back then, you know, trying to get to a certain round, I could just play it for hours and hours on end, and when I died on like round 30 before people, we just do it all over again continuously, and it just wouldn't ever get boring. And I think that's something I really kind of miss, because now when I get to round 40 I'm just bored, I end up just quitting. But before, I could just play it for hours and hours and hours on end, and it's definitely a game I really miss playing with my friends, and it's just no one else ever wants to play this game, which is fair enough. But then the multiplayer is by far my favourite multiplayer. I love it. The MP40 is my favourite gun of all time. PPSH, Thompson, there's just so many good guns. It's actually the only COD I'm really good at as well, so that obviously makes it a bit easier. Now, I don't know, it's really hard to, like, I always plan out what I'm going to say, but when I actually come to say it, I have no idea what to say. But all I have to say is I just love this game. I think the 3 map packs were really good, you know, and it actually has co-op campaign. I don't know why they took that out on any other campaign. Anyway, guys, so that is the end of my top 5. Obviously, let me know your top 5. Now, there's one more thing I have to say. I'm waiting for the hate for not putting Call of Duty 4 on this list. Now, the reason I didn't put Call of Duty 4 on this list is because I didn't have Xbox when Call of Duty 4 came out. So I kind of missed the buzz of it, you know. And this is the first game that I've had. And I got Call of Duty 4 after. And because I loved this and Modern Warfare 2 so much, but then Modern Warfare, the first one, was kind of shitty. I can see why people liked it, because it was the first COD people really, really buzzed about. But I just didn't really see what people liked in it. So tell me your hate for me now in the comments, because I know I'm going to get a lot of abuse for not putting Call of Duty 4 on this list. And if my channel ever gets bigger, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people telling me what they think about that. But guys, let me know your top 5 in the comments down below. Leave a like if you're happy to see the top 5 series come back. I'm going to try and edit this. If there's no edits in this, and this will be the last top 5 without editing on it. It's just because literally I'm trying to ring Elgato, sort out the whole streaming thing, so I don't actually have much time to sit here editing. But I needed to get a top 5 out for you guys because it's been far too long. So this is the last top 5 which won't be edited. So obviously look forward to the next one. And guys, just thank you so much for all the support on the channel. I hope you enjoyed this top 5, and I will see you in the next one.